Gaming used to be my default way to unwind. Now, I have to justify every single session like I'm asking myself for permission. This is what gaming looks like in your 30s. It's not worse, but it's different. And nobody really talks about that. So today, I'm gonna walk you through what it feels like to be a lifelong gamer who's also a dad and a business owner and just trying to keep it all together. And yeah, if you're in a similar season of life, you've probably felt this too. By the end of this video, you'll either feel completely seen or maybe you'll finally understand why your controller's been gathering dust for months. I'll tell you how I game these days, how guilt has completely changed the way I play, and what it feels like to share my first real Minecraft session with my 5-year-old son. But we're starting with the hard truth most gamers over 30 don't want to admit out loud. Gaming comes with guilt now. Back in my early 20s, before I started ZTT, gaming was just what I did. No calendar blocks, no internal debate. You finish the day, you hop on and play. It was a default way to decompress, and not once did I feel bad about it. But now that I'm a dad and running a business and trying to be a halfway present husband, every gaming session has to be justified. Did I work hard enough today? Did I spend enough time with the kids? Did I handle the house stuff? Did I earn this? It's not that I think gaming is bad, it's just that everything feels like a trade-off now. And that's the part nobody really talks about. The guilt isn't because I don't love games, it's because I love too many other things now too. My gaming window is basically locked 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's after the kids are asleep and hopefully nothing else explodes in the house. But even in that window, I'm constantly choosing between competing priorities. Do I relax? Do I jump on tomorrow's task? Do I clean the kitchen or finally make content that I've been putting off? It's all on the table every night. And here's the paradox. I technically have the freedom to game every single night. I own my time. I run my own business. But most nights, I don't use that freedom because decompressing still feels like a luxury that I have to earn. And honestly, some nights I just don't feel like I did enough to deserve it. In my 20s, I tried every game that caught my eye. Didn't matter if it was AAA or early access. If it looked cool, I played it. Now, I am hyper selective, not just because of the time investment, but because I have zero tolerance for time wasting games. If a title doesn't let me save anywhere, if I can't pause it mid-boss fight when a kid cries, if it takes 30 minutes just to jump into the meat of the game, I'm out. My standards aren't high because I'm snobby, they're higher because time is short and I just don't have 100-hour campaigns in me anymore. This is something I've been doing recently. Instead of committing to one big game, I rotate between a few titles in a single night. The other night I played Splitgate 2 for the first time, Halo Infinite, Fragpunk, and Enshrouded, all within a single 2-hour window. I call it my sampler platter style of gaming. Is it deep? Not really, but it scratches the itch. I get to dip into different genres, try out new mechanics, and avoid that dreaded I spent 30 minutes in a menu and got nowhere kind of feeling. Would I love to grind one game deeply for a few weeks? Absolutely. But right now, this is working. It's enough. There are entire genres I basically avoid now, not because I dislike them, but because they're not dad-friendly. No pause button, no way to save on demand, 30-minute cutscenes with no break. These games don't belong in a house with toddlers. I stick to what works. Open world RPGs with bite-sized quests, sports games, racing games, sometimes shooters if I'm feeling bold and the kids are definitely asleep. But above all, I need flexibility, forgiveness, and zero stress. Battle passes and FOMO systems, hard pass. I need games that understand that real life can interrupt any moment. But this is where things get emotional. My 5-year-old just started playing Minecraft, and for the first time ever, we're gaming together. He's on the PC, I'm on the Asus ROG Ally X, and we're building weird stuff in creative mode, usually whatever random idea he has that day. It's fun, like ridiculously fun. It's also surreal, because on one hand, I've been waiting for this moment, but on the other, I'm asking myself, am I gaming with him too early? Am I modeling good habits? Should we be playing outside instead? This is the tension of gaming as a dad. You want to share what you love, but not at the expense of what they need. And right now, I'm just trying to find that balance. If you're watching this and you haven't gamed in months or years, don't feel bad. Seriously, we go through seasons. When my kids were infants and we weren't sleeping at all, I had to just pause gaming completely. And I'm glad that I did, because gaming will always be there when you come back. You don't have to force it. You don't have to chase every launch day. You're not falling behind. You're just in a different season. What I don't relate to is this idea that we're supposed to age out of gaming. I know this mindset existed when I was growing up, but those days I think are over. Gaming isn't a kid's thing anymore. It's a forever thing if you want it to be. I know I'll be gaming in my 40s, my 50s, probably until I physically can't anymore. It's how I decompress, and it's how I stay connected to myself. And honestly, why talk about PC gaming all day if I'm not going to enjoy it myself? That's like reviewing restaurants but never eating out. The best reminder of why I'll never quit just came a few weeks ago. Oblivion Remastered dropped, and I loaded it up out of pure nostalgia, but I was floored. This might actually be my favorite game of all time. No microtransactions, no daily logins, just classic Bethesda chaos in its purest form. I'm probably gonna clock in over 100 hours in this title, which almost never happens anymore. And it reminded me, the love of gaming just doesn't go away. It just evolves. So yeah, gaming in your 30s, it's not about chasing leaderboards or 100% completions anymore. It's about reclaiming joy, finding pockets of time, and sharing something you love with the next generation. If you've been feeling this shift too, you're not alone. Drop a comment and let me know. What does your 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. window look like? What's the last game you actually finished? And if your kids are starting to game, what title are you the most excited about to play with them? Thanks for watching ZTT Extras. I'll be back to building soon, but for now, I'm just gaming.